So it's been a minute. Sorry, guys. I should have probably done this like right away when I think about it, but then, Alpha came out. And I was just like, I'll just play Alpha for a while, and then Alpha when Alpha finally came out, I was like, well, I gotta go to Japan, and so off to Japan I went. So, anyways, let's just get out of this. So let's talk about the 3 changes that Sin has. 2 of them were actually direct nerfs that you can see on the changelog, right? So one is the damage nerf to Cannon Barrel. I don't find it to be too noticeable because the damage on this move has already been really high. And like just from playing the few matches I've done so far, it doesn't feel noticeable. Like just the overall flow doesn't feel like it's impacted enough to really matter. You know what I'm saying? Like by the time you do like the first wall break, the second super typically is still enough to kill the opponent, and that's kind of how it's always been for Sin, just in general. So he feels more or less the same in that regard to damage. There might be some scenarios like maybe where it might not just be enough, and I personally haven't ran into that yet. But mind you, I haven't been playing a lot of games with Sin. The next change is the Heartbreaker. I think this is pretty requested. I've already actually like put myself in a bad spot because of this already. Because like typically you can actually hit them with a DP from here, right? That would actually hit on the way up. That no longer works. I think this is a pretty good change. Like I think this is healthy for the game overall, because like having Roman cancels plus DP is still like just incredibly strong. There is something that's interesting about it though, is that how it interacts with Wild Assault and drive cancels or dash cancels. So I haven't really done a whole lot of Wild Assault stuff because like it's just too expensive. But like if you do Wild Assault with a DP, it kind of has like just weird momentum to it. I don't know if it's necessarily like momentum to it. It just kind of hits different. And so I think there might be something to explore there for more combo routing, but I haven't found anything. The other one that's really fun to me is the car. If you do a dash cancel off of like a normal, it's like that. I just think it's really weird looking. I was doing something like this. You do this now. You just do 2K. It just looks really weird. It looks really bizarre. It doesn't really impact him, in my opinion. It definitely does deter a certain playstyle that was very popular. I think this actually came at a pretty good time because I've actually been dialing back my aggressive plays. I've been playing a lot more defensively, just kind of chilling a lot more. And so having that as like an incentive for me to not just go YOLO ham on my opponent is actually kind of beneficial, for me at least. The next one is actually Wild Assault. So Wild Assault got changed quite a bit, right? So the only thing I was really concerned about was, is Sin able to keep his post like Wild Assault burst safe, right? Like if he does like Wild Assault, Pump Stomp into Super, is that burst safe? It is. It's 100% safe, or it's burst safe, right? And so I think that's what keeps him actually pretty relevant at the top of the game. Like he's still probably like one of the stronger characters in the game right now, because he'll just force you. He just forces you to just deal with him. And so if you're wondering what this is gonna look like, it'd be like you do like, because like this is pretty common, right? Do this, and you don't drop it. Do this, you break the wall, right? And then you do like this, like Wild Assault thing, right? That Wild Assault into the Hoof Stomp is just some burstables. Something I want to check right now actually is actually doing Heart Slash. Yeah, so you still have plenty of room to actually do stuff. You can do this. Yeah, you could still get a very functional combo before, not combo, but like a mix into Super before worrying about them being able to burst. And this is really strong for Sin still, right? Because like a lot of his game plan is just landing a single hit into Super. And so that's why... Oh, and something that's pretty funny too is because of how fast you build meter after a wall break now, I'm starting to think that it's going to be a lot more viable to go back into doing the Super. The follow-up to this one, right? Damn it. You know what I'm talking about though, right? You know how the right? because now that you basically get 100-meter after you do a wall break, so this is you're probably gonna be able to go routing into this, and this might seal the fate of people actually even more because of how fast you build meter now. So we'll see how this develops, but because I'm thinking right now what's gonna happen too actually is that you break the wall, like you break the wall, right? And you do some bullshit pressure, right? And then you go into that super. They might just explode. But I mean, it's all conjecture at this point. I haven't been putting a lot of games of this in yet. I might go back to Sin. We'll see. It's actually like for me, my thing, my shtick has always been I just play the most recent DLC character. But you know, the only reason why I didn't play Johnny is because I played Johnny in the previous games and I had like a bunch of muscle memory issues. So yeah. But yeah, that's it. The nerfs, they're there, but I don't think they really impact you. Surviving the Wild Assault nerf is like a huge plus for Sin though, for sure. Like that's a big W for him. But yeah, everyone take care of yourselves, man. Sin to me is probably still incredibly strong in this patch, and yeah, looking forward to whatever the hell happens. Alright, everyone take care of yourselves. Peace.